Okay, so here's problem 32, and I've written down the first step already. So f prime of x equals the limit as h goes to 0 of this expression here. And you'll see that we're going to just combine some techniques that you've already used. And okay, so the next line is going to be limit of as h goes to 0. I'm not going to keep writing as h goes to 0 just to save me some time. So the limit, the numerator, we can start to expand that. So it's t squared plus 2ht plus h squared minus square root of t plus h minus, and I'm going to get rid of these parentheses. And in doing so, I have to change this minus sign to a plus sign. It's with complicated problems like this, it's very important to keep track of your signs, plus and minus. And that's all over h. And right away you can see that the t squareds drop out. And we can divide by h here and by h here. And so we can write 2t plus h. And so these two terms are no longer fractions. We went ahead and divided out by h. So we don't have to worry about these too much right now. We need to go to the next couple of terms. And so we get minus, and I'm going to put this back in parentheses. So it's the square root of t plus h. And because I'm going back into parentheses, I have to change this plus sign back to a minus sign. And that's all over h. And I think you can see where we're going to go next. We're going to multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the numerator. So this is going to be times the quantity t plus h plus the square root of t over the square root of t plus h plus the square root of t. All that's in parentheses. So we're going to get limit 2t plus h minus the quantity t plus h minus t all over h times the quantity square root of t plus h plus the square root of t. And we can get rid of the t's. We have an h in the numerator and the denominator, so those cancel out. And as h goes to 0, let's go ahead and take h to 0 now. We're going to get rid of that h, and we're left with f prime of x equals 2t minus 1 over the quantity square root of t plus square root of t. Simplify that a little bit, and there's the answer.